at all these stumps. Okay.
How come love simpler when I could barely...
Okay, so we don't really know what our design scheme is going to be yet for the whole place. But we have a good idea. We haven't nailed it down 100%, but we know that all of this has to go. So step one is removing all of the flooring, all of this furniture that we don't need, all of the old and trim that's got to be replaced. So that's what we're going to start with today.
How come love was simpler when I could barely stand? Worrying was harder when I had to hold your hand. 'Cause my 2 feet hadn't yet learned how to walk. My own voice hadn't yet come out to talk. But I knew love because I knew you. And I believe that everything you told me would come out true. Love is patient, love is kind. Love delights in the truth and is all you need to find. But as I grew older, I learned to complicate things you made so simple, and I did some things I hate. And I became so afraid of making mistakes. 'Cause one hard fall is all that it takes to make you question the man you thought you'd be. I began to question the bright things you see in me. Love is patient, love is kind. Love doesn't keep a record of what's behind. I've heard my strength comes from your joy. Maybe that's why I felt stronger when I was a boy. Maybe I grew up too fast, or maybe I never did. But I learned to bury in a chain, and from you I ran and hid. You know I wanna finish strong, but I'm having trouble at the start. And I've forgotten where to dig to unearth my beating heart. Love is patient, love is kind. Love revives the heart and transforms the mind.
So we had the guy come and pick up the dumpster today. It's been here for the last few weeks, and it has been completely blocking our view from the living room, dining room area of the pond. So now we have a nice view, which is cool. It was sitting right here and it was a large one. We got it filled up. We found out that the dumpster was coming to get picked up today, so we rushed and hurried up and gutted the bathroom down to the studs, got all the drywall pulled, most of the insulation. While it was loading up, we're finishing up, throwing the last bit of drywall in there. So this, when we were cleaning up all the drywall, it was very soft, so we cut it out, and there was remnants of a monster size beehive. So we got that all cleaned up. We're gonna get some more insulation and rip all that out, replace it, and then patch this up, and that should be good to go. There's another spot over here that was damaged, so we're gonna have to fix that. So next step also is we gotta peel off this roof and get either some new shingles, or we'll do a steel roof. We're not 100% sure yet, but that's all gonna have to come off very soon. And then eventually we're gonna have to replace all this siding. Obviously we gotta get a new door. So all of this was stumps from all the brush that we cut. I think we have a little bit of video using that brush scrubber that we bought, and we were pulling it out with our Journey. We didn't use the Journey for all of them, obviously, because the Journey's not great for pulling or towing. My brother-in-law actually brought his tractor over, and we pulled a lot of it out with that. And then he actually, thankfully, pushed all that brush over there for us. But that brush scrubber, this entire hillside was all stumps. You couldn't even walk. But now it's all nice and clean. Got all the brush cleaned up. Great view of the pond. My buddy came over. We had this old tractor sitting in the weeds. It was all the way back there, but we wanted to just pull it out and see, you know, what it needed. And obviously, you know, the rim is shot. These old Workmasters are very popular. A lot of people have them. A lot of people still use them. That Jeep pulled it out very nicely. I should have filmed it. I didn't. But here it is. So I'll give you guys a little rundown. This cabin, it's small. It's just me and my wife right now. We plan on getting this cabin livable, moving into this cabin, living in it for a few years. The plan is to eventually build a house, you know, maybe somewhere over there, you know, but for now we'll get this livable. And our current home that we own, the plan is to rent that out to a friend of ours. But before we build the house, we would like to build a pole barn. Right now we're thinking maybe over here, you know, maybe somewhere over there. The reason why we need a pole barn, obviously there's no garage, so we need a garage, we need a workshop. Most importantly, we want to partition at least half, maybe more than half, for an office. Like I said, my wife and I, we run a couple different businesses, but if we were to build a pole barn, we'd be able to grow and expand. We have a lot of things we want to do. We have a very busy month this month, September 2020. But right now I will hop on the lawnmower, give you a quick little tour of the property. You know, unfortunately, this is our only really way to navigate the property. Plan to get a Gator or Ranger eventually, but you know, we got a lot of other stuff on our list that we got to get done. So this is kind of the edge of our property line. There's the pond there. Sorry, it's a little bright. These are just beautiful pines. So yeah, so there's the cabin. Here's the, I guess, the south side of the pond. And this driveway does a huge loop. This isn't supposed to be a driveway, but the previous renter kind of turned this side into a driveway. So the plan is to kind of reseed and get this all grass, because this doesn't need to be a driveway. But yeah, so let's hop back on the mower. So this is what we call Secret Beach. My wife Vanessa, she's a avid Animal Crossing fan, and I think Secret Beach was somewhat inspired by Animal Crossing. I recorded some footage just on my iPhone of me chopping all of these cattails. We burned a lot of them. We gotta burn some more. Still got a pile there. Raked up as much seaweed as we could. Be a nice little spot to hang out in the summertime, in the fall. Have a little fire. You know, have a nice view of the pond. But yeah, this is Secret Beach. Some nice little pine trees right here. There's a little pine tree right there, which is nice. You got these two little pine trees right here, which are really nice. Another little seedling right there. So my brother-in-law, when he brought the tractor over here, this was all overgrown, so he came back here with the brush hog and kind of brush hogged this nice little pocket for us. You can see that the trail we just came down, you could have turned right, you could have went straight, and then we got this trail right here. This trail that I'm going to take you guys on takes us to the other pond. It's more of a swamp, really not a pond. It's kind of a bumpy ride. I just mowed all these trails yesterday. Alright, so this is the other pond. I guess you could say more of a swamp. I'm walking through the thick stuff, but yeah. You can see tons of deer tracks through here. Lots of little frogs jumping. All right. It's gonna be dark in there, but we'll still be able to check it out. Just a nice apple tree right at the end of this trail.